Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news regarding Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, July 8th, 2023. It is currently 12:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry, had technical difficulties. Had to delay the stream by 1 hour. Follow my socials, my social media to keep track of everything that is going on. So apologies, everyone. I had to start a little late. But if you were on my Discord, on my Twitter, I even changed the schedule on my Twitch just to make sure that people see that the stream has been moved by 1 hour. Anyways, we are here, and yeah, it currently has been 438 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday, usually at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're live, feel free to ask questions in the chat. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions, and I do not work for SharkMob. Before we start anything this week, we are going to start immediately with the news that happened today, which is just a little bit of news. Just a tiny little bit of news. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. The tiny bit of news that we've got today is a teaser. What might this be? And it's a little... It looks like it looks like a heart or a fist surrounded by thorns. Wonder exactly what that means. Everyone right now is speculating on the Twitter, speculating on the Discord. What exactly does this mean? Well, when people are asking about it, then there's people that are saying, like, look at this. You will find a hint in the article, time content releases. So, what do we have in time content releases that they said that they've announced? Well, the thing is, most likely, it's either a very intricate weapon, or it's an artifact. We are still missing, if my math is right, we're still missing 2 artifacts. We did not get one in the latest update that we got at the end of June. And I've confirmed with Tobias that indeed artifacts are not forgotten, they are coming in the future. So I'm thinking myself that it might be more on the artifact side. Some people really want to see another archetype, but right now there are absolutely no hints of getting a new archetype. And chances are there are, like, in the realm of things that they've announced in the time content article, the time content releases, there is absolutely no mention of an archetype nowhere. So I would say in the realm of so far the possibilities that I've seen people throw around, I would say probably archetype would be first one. Second would be a new weapon, probably like a fist weapon or something like that, or something that we've never seen before, kind of really weird thing. And then third would be an archetype, but I'm saying like the possibility of having another archetype is very, 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 very low. Near impossible, but hey, they could surprise me. But that's my speculation. Speculation right now is on the table. People are saying things left and right. Really, we don't know. We can see, like, there's definitely, these are thorns that we see there. What's the thing in the middle? We're not exactly sure. Maybe it's going to be revealed, but we don't know exactly when. despite that, let's get back to your usual news that we've got. Well, we've got the voting results for this week now. Voting results this week have been interesting. So for this week, we've got Divine Disco, and as I've mentioned when I posted that in the Bloodhunt Discord, it has been 5 weeks that we've had votes that happen, and in these 5 weeks, Divine Disco has always been there. And the pick rate of Divine Disco in TDM maps has been 100%, 5 out of 5. So we've got this one for the week. However, you will see in a moment, Divine Disco is, for the first time, will not be in the choice of TDM maps for the week. So there we go, 44%, so clearly the winner. Legendary weapons clearly at 48%. This is the choice that people want. What exactly is the main decision factor? I'm hoping that soon I'll start getting some numbers and try to get some understanding of exactly what's happening with the legendary weapons and maybe the TDM maps. And as far as the artifacts goes, we are still stuck at 39%. The community is still very divided between the 3 options, but still, despite that, a majority, it seems like a very strong majority of the population is choosing the option for the Hand of Glory. I'm counting with this like the second option as well. So we are waiting for a new artifact to start making things interesting in the artifact section. And yes, speaking of which, hold on. There you go. Here are the voting choices of the current week. Like I said, it's still the same 3 options that we've got for artifacts. We are very much waiting to see like if a new artifact gets thrown in the mix, because these options are very super interesting. In terms of legendary weapons, we've got a good spread. We've got a good spread of weapons, as usual. Like unless it's specifically noted, these lists are randomly generated. So we see that, yeah, an incredibly good spread. Like my vote is pretty much like any of those options is good. And yes, like I was saying, for the first time since we've got the voting system in, Divine Disco is not in the choices here. And it's good because right now we've got a very good mix of old and new and revamped in terms of Skybar TDM maps there. So we're gonna have a lot of variety, and you know that there are still more TDM maps to come still in the future. So make sure, because right now, currently as the recording of this, it is currently Saturday, but even if you're looking at this in the future, past Sunday when the voting is being set, yeah, remember to go log in the game, not just look at the options, but actually choose the actions in game. And as a matter of fact, if you're watching this stream right now, boot up the game and make sure that you've got your votes locked in for the week. Please, oh please, please. In terms of Twitch drops this week, available from the top 100 streamers that we've got on Twitch, we have the Skullburst. The Skullburst outfit, which is a male-only, Nosferatu-only outfit here. Very gray, like a lot of holes in it. It is a reskin of some skins that are already available for Nosferatu. And of course, we've got as usual the persistent drops for the rest of the month, which is the Sakura Spectre mask, the Scarlet Centipede tattoo, and the Kill Time male only outfit. For those 3, it is a 1 hour of viewership that you have to do for each item on any Bloodhunt streamer. The Skullburst outfit for this week is from the top 100 streamers. You just have to watch 60 minutes of streaming. And what we are going to get, I guess I should drop the link also if you don't know, if you want to prepare or plan things in the future. The next Bloodhunt drop that we're going to get next week is going to be the angle of attack tattoo that is going to be right here. It looks like it's a bit weird for certain tattoos to be able to say, like, is it only covering this arm? Is it covering any other part of the body? You can't really say unless you've got the model in front of you. So that is what we're gonna have, and then after that we're gonna have 2 weeks of masks, legendary masks. But yeah, so far it looks like it's only an arm tattoo next week. If you want to be a part of the inner circle to figure out exactly how you can be in the top 100 streamers, there you go. You've got the Bloodhunt Discord that you can join in the channels and roles section. You can choose to join the inner circle, and then the inner circle section will open up, and then we can help you get the be in the top 100 streamers. Hello, Sigil. For free things and giveaways, well, the the obvious news of the week. I think this is a. Whoop, hold on. Did I skip some news? Yes, I actually skipped some news. I'm sorry. That is absolutely not what I wanted to say. For the, I was saying, talking about fashion. Well, we've got Bloodhunt Fashion, aka Celine, who is working on a little project. There you go. There's the correct link. Working on a little project of basically building a database of all the Bloodhunt items. And so far, she's been releasing this page, which is the a page including all the Twitch drops, some available drops, some static drops. There you go. They're all going to be tagged, as well as the universal codes that everyone can have, and the unique codes that you can get from uniquely generated items. There's a whole list. She's basing that off of my list, which you can have access to here. I always keep updated, but yeah, this is a work in progress. Hopefully, maybe in the future, there's not going to be any need for my own list, my spreadsheet that I've been telling you, and we're just going to be referring to this website in the future. We're going to see. And there's not just that. She has been working on making all the battle passes seen. So like she says here, this is just a visual representation of the items you can find the passes, the items you can find in the passes using the in-game cards. Basically, we've been asked all the time on Reddit, on the Discord, hey, where do you find this? Can we have access to the other stuff? Like, we can have a visual representation of some battle passes. So now this is a work in progress, but I can show you already, like, let's say for early access, here are all the drops that were in the early access pass, so you can look at the rewards, and maybe if there's some things that you'd like to see in the store come back, well, there you go. You've got a whole list there. Like she says here, the items that have been brought back are usually cosmetic, but the icons and banners have not made a return because there hasn't been like that much of demand for it. But look at this, there is a little icon that she adds to the cards if those things are currently available in the store. So you can see tier by tier, everything there, and you can see if the items are in the store or not. So if there's anything like you'd like the elusive heart outfit to come back, well, you can always ask for that. Some emotes, some icons, some banners, some outfits, like soft grunge outfit has been put there. So yeah, is just a quick representation of all the battle passes She's gonna continue working on that, and then we're gonna see maybe in the future how exactly this database is going to work. Sigil, I'm gonna answer your question very soon. So, actually getting back to what I wanted to talk about, if I just don't go over my notes, the surprise this week is for summer. It says here, the summer is calling. We wanted to give you a special little gift for you to enjoy in Bloodhunt. We hope you like it. So you use the code as I wrote there in chat. The code is CUTESHARKPLUSHIE, and then you can have access to the Hug Plushie emote, which is absolutely has been a community like fan favorite. I wonder what got into them to think that this was an uncommon emote. This should be legendary. Honestly, this is the only negative feedback I have to say about this. But yeah, it's again one of those codes that you have up until the end of the year to claim. But is absolutely smash success. Cute shark plushie that you have to put in the like basically you go on the Bloodhunt website, log into your account, scroll down, you got the redeem code button, click on that, and then you type in cute shark plushie all in caps. It is cap sensitive, and then you're gonna get the emote. However, about that emote, I got two statements from Tobias. Remember what he said about people not finding the hatch until winter, and then he said, I'm gonna have to give something out if I'm wrong. He says, so yeah, I was wrong about the community not finding the hatch until winter, so hug your plushies, everyone. There you go. This is the plushie. He remembered that he said that, so there we go. That's the reward. But also, some people said something about Tremere and the Hug Plushie emote, and he says, Tremere are too serious to hug plushies. In all seriousness, though, but confirmed bugged. The Tremere are not able to use the plushie, the Hug Plushie emote. Unfortunately, confirmed bug, yes, fixed that. It's on the list. It's on the list of bugs. Will it ever be fixed? We don't know. Because if you remember what we've said last week about like fixing just a few lines of code and all that sort of stuff, it requires a lot more work than just fix it. Just saying that and yeah, saying that there's, you know, it should be easy to fix. Actually, it's not that easy, and it's much more involved. It involves a lot more people, a lot more testing, a lot more steps. So yeah, even though it's a confirmed bug, does not mean that we're ever going to see it fixed. Maybe in the future. We're going to see. Continuing on, free things and giveaways from the community. Well, we've got the winners were announced. The winners of the Kindred Challenge by a long shot. There you go. They all got a Techno Demon mask, each one of them. And in terms of feedback, I had to say here, this was the most number of entries I've ever had. I might have to increase the size and prize pool for future challenges. This was the easiest challenge so far, and it showed almost every team managed to get the maximum of 3 entries per team. Now, it was deemed the most easiest because in this was the rifle only challenge, where you only had the sniper rifle, hunting rifle, and marksman rifle that you could win a game as a duo. Some said the addition of the marksman rifle was making it way too easy, and it showed, apparently, by the participation that I got. But that was kind of planned. I wanted to see if I added the marksman, like making it easy, am I gonna get more participation? Was it I'm still trying to figure out, is it the rewards, is it the challenges? Why am I not getting more people going into like submitting responses for challenges? Still trying to figure this out because I don't have a lot of data to base my reactions from. And that being said, future challenges might not be so easy to complete. I want to make you sweat a little. But mostly I hope everyone's having fun with this. Help friends out when it's duos or trios. Spread the word. So there you go. There's the winners for that. I liked seeing that there's a few people that used, again, the option that was there in the rules where you are able to carry other people and submit multiple times, giving you basically other chances to join in those giveaways. Mr. Reaper, hello. Hey, there you go. Speaking of which, one of the winners, Mr. Reaper, your name is on screen. There you go. Continuing on the Kindred challenges, the current one that has been happening this week normally would have ended earlier, like a couple hours earlier. It should have been ended, the Bloodsport one. However, there was an issue where there was some miscommunication this week, and the challenge wasn't posted on the community events channel inside the Bloodhunt Discord. It was a few days late, so to compensate for that, I said this one, you're still going to be able to submit up until Monday, June 10th at the same time. It's the one where you have to do a win a TDM match as Bruja or Tremere. So basically you have 3 archetypes to choose from. With 12 kills, 14 kills, or 16 kills, send your best match of all of the matches that you have, and you're going to be in the prize pool to win at your choice a Techno Demon Mask or a Fuchsia Finish makeup. And right now I can tell you by the amount of responses that I've got, I might choose a third winner, because this one has been very popular, very popular. I haven't gone through the results yet. I'm gonna go through that on Monday when I'm gonna choose the winners. But so far, yeah, I think I underestimated how a TDM challenge was going to be popular. By far. I thought, and by the way that the community has been talking about Team Deathmatch, I thought that this might probably be like the lowest participation I was ever going to get. But oh my god, this is absolutely not the response that I thought I was going to get. So yeah, still it's extended till Monday to make sure that everyone has a fair chance of joining in. So yeah, might have to consider more TDM challenges maybe in the future, because participation has been woo. All right, enough about this. The new one that has been announced today, a few hours, even though this one is still going, I'm still extending it to Monday, I'm still keeping the usual schedule of every Saturday morning there's a new one that's going to be posted. So the new one that we got today, if people got the hint, some people managed to get the teaser. On Friday I always release a teaser to kind of let you figure out exactly what it was. The teaser was of Hugh Jackman as Mr. Van Helsing. If you've never seen the Van Helsing blockbuster, popcorn chewing, extremely, I would say, turn your brain off and enjoy kind of action ride that was Van Helsing, you would know that there is one particular weapon that he uses which is absolutely mind-boggling, out of control. Is he uses a crossbow. So this week, Etoile Rouge, thank you for the follow. Sorry, no, everyone, notifications are turned off, and channel point rewards and all of the sounds and all of this, they're all turned off when I'm recording. So yes, this week it is, hold on, let me just move this a little. Yeah, so it is the Vampire Hunter Challenge. Win a solo match using only the crossbow. You gotta get 10 crossbow kills if you in the same match if you want to get a second entry, and 15 crossbow kills in the same match if you want to get a third entry. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Is anyone able to get me a match with 15 crossbow kills? thrown down. Gauntlet, do it. And yes, if you look in the form that that you're gonna need to go into, it's only the crossbow. It is not the dual crossbows. Only the crossbow, and that's it. It's in solo mode. Have fun with that. The prize is going to be a Tecmo Demon and Fuchsia Finish bundle this week, because I've got some extra codes that have been thrown in. I'm just trying to see, all right, this time let's throw a bundle. Let's see how people are gonna react. Do people want this? Let us do it. Crossbow. I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of this. But yeah, talking about rewards for challenges, I started like a little like informal poll on my Discord. Again, I'm gonna post my socials here if ever you want to join the Discord. Just for the heck of it, like it's not guaranteeing anything. It's not, it's not a promise or anything, but I just wanted to gauge from people what kind of rewards would you like to see in the future for more Kindred challenges, because we've got a certain amount of things so far. We've got Techno Demon, the Fuchsia Finish, we've got sometimes the Bend the Knee emote. Maybe we could have some Vapor Trail come back, maybe some Embers and Ashes makeup, if you know what that is, or maybe you want to have something else you can choose multiple times. And I think that at this time the poll is running out in, what is it, 7? Yes, in about 7 hours from now. Just if ever you want to throw in your hat in the ring for this. It's gonna be interesting. I want to maybe like bring those results into Tobias and go like, hey, so this is what I got. Let me think. Let's think about that for maybe other rewards that we're gonna get. We're gonna see. Hello, Mexican Margarita. So continuing with the news. Well, not exactly the super news, but I'm doing the Kindred challenge, so I'm doing also the Kindred program. So after seeing how people have been playing around with the weapons, I finally decided to add the flare gun and greatsword to the Kindred program in what I deem are their appropriate places. If ever you are interested to join in with the Kindred program for yourself, or you already started with a copy of the spreadsheet for yourself and you want to know where the things are, I've already marked them inside the sheet. Let me just pop it open because I completely forgot to do this. Yep, there is one. So this is, I've marked it here as V2. So if you're going in the advance here, there you go. I've marked it that the greatsword here has been added V2. I've highlighted all the places where the new items have been added. So I know that in the expert tab, which is where I am, I added the flare gun, but the requirement here is just to play a match using only the flare gun. It's not saying to win. In the master tab, however, where you've got all the weapons here, yes, it's to win a match using only the flare gun. This is probably the hardest one to win, but I think I can see some really good players might be able to get that down with like having 2 flare guns in their inventory where you can quick swap and reload between the both of them. Would be interesting. I would be interested to see a recording of someone actually getting this done. I might actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I might do a bounty challenge in the future. I might throw a bounty challenge, like the first person to send me a recording of a full match using only the flare gun and winning might be getting a prize or something like that. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not official, but I might, like, it's the kind of thing that that's been percolating, because the problem with that kind of stuff is that if I ask for video proof, I know that there's some people that are gonna doctor the footage, and I don't have the time or patience to go through that kind of BS if people want to do that. But I'm thinking for something as rare as this, if the prize might be interesting, I'm gonna throw it around. I'm gonna toss that around, see how I can make that happen, and see if maybe Tobias agrees and maybe has something in store for that. Or let's say like a prize for someone that is doing like the hardest thing, the hardest content out there. We're gonna see. Hey, we're gonna talk about that in a few moments as well. So that is it for the Kindred program. Now, the other thing that is also going on where you can win some things is the first Bloodhunt community quest, the Aerosol Prophecy, which has been put together by Meriden, as we know, our lore guy, Meriden Unknown. There is, if you don't know exactly how it works, it's very quick and simple. You have a link here inside the tweet. It's also posted in the community events channel on the Bloodhunt Discord. And basically the first 25 people who are going to complete this quest chain successfully are going to get this unreleased, as of yet unreleased icon and banner. There's only a few people that have it, and it's because they playtested the thing. But yeah, there's gonna be like under 30 people are going to have this. We're gonna see what's gonna happen in the future. But yeah, it's basically a Google Doc where you have a story that's happening, you meet a character, and basically you're gonna get 6 clues, where the objective of each clue is you need to find street art. Street art in Prague, not in the Elysium, in Prague. And yeah, you need to follow the clue to know exactly what kind of screenshot you have to take of what kind of street art they're looking for. And as you go through each and every answer, you submit the screenshots. And yeah, if you get full completion, you're gonna get a chance of getting those rare icon and banners. Now, also keep in mind that there is underneath this tweet, there is a document for the guidelines. So if ever you need any help on exactly how this works, like the technicality of how this works, you just need to look into this. But we got about this, like this was announced on July 1st. We got an update yesterday by Meriden on the Bloodhunt Discord about the status of this. He says there are 8 submissions now. Things are heating up. At the moment, the first and last questions seem to be causing folks the most trouble. Yeah, and so when he says 8 submissions, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're good or they're wrong, but it's just the people that have submitted so far. One other thing, he is going to let us know what is going to be happening in terms of submissions, but there's no point in pestering him in knowing, like, did my submissions, like, did I get 100%? Like, am I going to get it? He is not going to confirm that because he doesn't want people to be submitting over and over and over again. You have one form, you have one shot of entering for this. But I'm just gonna say, you don't need to know lore to be able to complete this quest chain. All you need to do is read everything and then go inside the game and then use your thinky think brain to figure out exactly where the items are. There is an extra part, there is an extra layer, a bonus round to all of this. If you are someone that knows about lore, then, like, if you're a person that knows about lore, then there's a bonus section where if you find the most amount of references to Vampire the Masquerade in general inside all of the quest text, then you have a chance of winning a Techno Demon code and a Vapor Trail outfit code as well. So if you know about lore in the game of Vampire the Masquerade, not just Bloodhunt, yeah, get cracking. You might have a chance of winning an extra thing. On top of maybe having a chance at the icon and banner. Now, yeah, so people like have a crack at it, participate. It's good that I have seen so far. I was kind of fearing it. I thought that people in the Bloodhunt Secrets channel were going to trade answers between each one of them, but so far no one has, so it's good. Everyone's keeping all the answers to themselves because everyone is trying to get the icon and banner to crack this whole mystery. So yeah, there are some clues that are easier than others. Some of them are hard, but I can tell you, for having play tested the whole thing myself, everything is in prog, everything is there, and all the clues are leading you to are leading you to the right answers. The thing is, however, you need to explore to find the answers if you don't already know them. Now, talking about more participation, we had last weekend the third community FUNament organized by FAR. And yes, we've got the winners, and we've got a Google Doc here. Now, the Google Doc, I'm going to go through it because it's going to be talking about feedback. But you should be going inside that form as well, because in the bottom section of it, you have some questions and answers, like asking a little bit about the feedback, but also what FUNament format should be played next. You get to choose, the community. Solo, duo, trio, what do you want to see in the next FUNament? Now, I know that there is, on the sideline, there is a actual competitive tournament that is in the works currently, that is being put together. So, remember that the FUNament, the goal of the FUNament is to have fun. It's a fun thing. The part about the kill race, yeah, it's about the kill race. You gotta go get it. Don't complain about how there's no strong competitive aspect to it, because it's just meant to be fun. The real focus of the FUNament is mostly the closest to average part, where it's just people participate. Just have fun for a moment, participate all together. We're having an event. That's it. That's basically the whole point of it in there. So I'm just going to take a moment to read all of this, because I think that a lot of the stuff that's being said there is very interesting. Also because I helped write it. Okay, let's go through it. Thank you for taking part or watching the FUNament. Feedback in any direction is very welcome, and we can improve for further events. Scroll down to enter your feedback. Some words and numbers. For the third FUNament, the starting time was shifted by 2 hours and the event was rebranded. This rebrand should make very clear what the main focus of the event will be: fun or competition. It's focused on fun. While I saw a lot of familiar participants, this shift gave to plenty of players the option to participate. How does this affect future starting times? To be honest, I can't come up with a definitive answer for now. 99 was the average score, which is the highest participation score we've ever had. So this, like, 99 as average score is everyone scores, because there's a whole point system, everyone scores added together and divided by the average. The higher this average is, the more the participation has been, in terms of, like, we've got more people, and we've got more people, not just that, but also scoring well. So this was the highest average score that we've got. We got 70 submissions, 43 people submitted correctly. 30 people signed up pre-FUNament, 13 people signed up and submitted during the event. 12 people in each category got the same scores, which is interesting because the scores were changed a little bit, tweaked a little bit for this time, like in terms of scoring. 11 submissions were doubled, so people submitted the thing twice. One submission could not be counted as the game was played a week too early. Someone thought that while we have an event that is scheduled at a certain time and a certain place, hey, how about I submit my scores from 1 week before and you're not gonna notice, or I just didn't read the instructions. Whichever. That was very funny to see when we went through the results. 0 submissions were intentionally wrong. And most importantly, the FUNament had the highest amount of participants we've had so far. That is great. I like to see participation in the community. That's great. Let's talk about points and prizes. It was a close race in both categories. Even though points are being calculated differently, we had 12 players in both categories that reached the same score. When we're talking about this, when we're talking about the category, we're talking about the kill race, and we're talking about close to average. This led to way more winners in the average category than expected. As mentioned above, please take some minutes and answer the 7 questions below so we can improve on future FUNaments. Feedback is anonymous and welcome in all directions. If you want, you can leave your name in the comments. Issues. We want to address some issues that we've encountered. Some people were wondering why we are encountering some mistakes when we present the live results, and why it takes so much time to present the results. So if ever you've been live there on the Bloodhunt channel and you've seen pretty much every time that we are presenting the results, there's some things that we need to tweak, there's some things that we need to fix. There you go. Here's the main culprits of this. Some people send in multiple submissions. This creates extra entries, and we have to take the time to figure out which ones are good and which ones we had to remove. Sometimes we remove the wrong ones, and then someone tells us, wait a second, no, actually, it's that other one. Oh, how are we supposed to figure this out? Then scores change because we have to use different variables. Some people are entering words as answers to questions when we're asking for numbers. Example, what was your placement in match? And then we say numbers only. It's written in big caps and in bold, numbers only. And some people write second instead of the number 2. This then requires us to go in the fields and change the correct entries. Not only does this take time, but it also messes up the scripts that we're using to calculate the winners. There's some cleanup that that needs to be done afterwards, and that's why it takes a lot of time. And also, when we get our hands inside the different fields where there's calculations that are going to be happening, sometimes, you know, because we've done how do you call it, like human manipulation inside of this, sometimes there can also be mistakes that happen, and we have to correct our own mistakes that we've had because we had to correct and all of that, blah blah blah. We're running a live event and we're in a hurry, so sometimes, yes, a copy paste in the wrong field happens and we have to backtrack to find out where it happened. That's on us, and we're working on simplifying our process so we do as little manipulation as possible. That's the objective. That is why FAR is using the Google Forms. It's just that the Google Forms, the answers that you give in there, you have an option to go like take all of those responses and put that in a Google Sheet. A Google Sheet is basically Excel, and then she takes all those values, puts that in a form that she's already like got prepared with some formulas and some scripts running to get all the calculations done. Normally, this could be done in a matter of a few minutes. However, because people are entering all of those things wrong, and because we have to do some manipulations in there, that's why it takes some time. We need to correct some stuff. We need to find out where the mistakes are. Basically, it's all this. This is why when we present the results on the live stream, they are not 100% final. Also, we have to look into some issues that people want us to look into before we distribute the prizes to make sure it's all fair for everyone. So that's why there's a cooldown of like 24 to 48 hours before we announce the winners or something like that, because we get some DMs. Some people say, hey, this person is cheating, or this person is sus, or hold on, I've had a problem here, XZ kind of weird problem that happens. Okay, we have to look into it. Blah, 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 blah. So that's why it takes time, and that's why they're not 100% final until we announce. That being said, here are your actual final final winners. And as we said, there's been a lot of closest to average winners. So there were 2 third places, there were 2 fourth places, 3 fourth places that were there. So we had to find some extra codes and prizes that we also had to arrange with Tobias, the community manager of Bloodhunt, to make sure that everyone got something. So maybe point calculation is going to be maybe tweaked maybe for the next one. We're going to see. If you want to see a list of all the kills, assists, all of this, like the whole list is posted there on the Bloodhunt community website. If you're not already following the Bloodhunt community website, you should. It is still very much in development. We've got all the feedback posted there. We've got the whole grid there, and this needs to be fixed. Kunseru, weren't you told to fix this? Or she forgot? Anyways, you're not supposed to see this part at the top here. Yeah, there is a bunch of people here. Yeah, thanks for coming in, the Debit Rack. So there you go. You've got the form that you can sign. You can fill in and sign in. There is something about it. Like this form, I think is going to be up. Open for quite a while because Far is now gone on a very long vacation, and she's gone for the rest of the month, basically right now, the entire month of July. Organizing a FUNament takes quite a bit of time to get all of this together, to get all of this. There's a lot of preparation that needs to be happening in the background. So the next FUNament that she will be organizing will be sometime at the end of August. So we are waiting for other people in the community, looking at the SBS right now, the Sangry Bloodhunt Society, to come up with some events or some other FUNaments or actual tournaments to take the posts of activities that are going to be happening in the community, like in the meantime, until the end of August. So I know that there's a lot of things percolating. I know that some projects are about to be announced and things like that. But if you have, again, it's a call out to the community. If you got some ideas, if you want to do your own little event, it doesn't need to be a full-fledged tournament or full-fledged FUNament. It can just be like a little community event, little kind of weird thing that you want to organize. Yeah, speak up, raise your hand. We can help you set up some things. We just need some people to start taking the initiative to have some things, because right now we've got the tournament that I'm gonna be talking about in a second, but we don't have anything so far in the schedule planned until the end of August. As of right now, maybe next week I'm gonna come at you with some different announcements. One thing that happened that was interesting, and there is a question about this. So were you participating in the stream? Was easy to sign up and submit scores? Were there places where you struggled? What time would be ideal for you to participate? Where can we improve? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I see that the question is not here. Okay, I thought that was going to be in another place. During the stream, we had Tobias, the community manager, that popped in and said hi. But also, there was an interesting little interaction in the Twitch chat here. Yes, there is going to be a private server tourney that is happening today as of recording. But Tobias also said perhaps we can bring some cool exclusive in-game gold, silver, bronze stuff for the winners? Question mark? I will look into this. Now this got some people speculating. Gold, silver, bronze stuff? What you mean, like the old ranked rewards? Is that what you're talking about, Tobias? Do we want this to happen? I know that there's been some discussions and speculation because some people have been noticing, and I've been reporting that Tobias has been mentioning ranked rewards coming back. Now again, does that mean the old ranked rewards coming back? Or does that mean the ranked rewards that maybe ranked rewards for other seasons that never happened that they have in the background? What do we have? What does that mean? So, we know that the ranked mode is never coming back until we have a high amount of concurrent players playing the game each week. So right now, until that happens, I'm really high, like a significant, like we need, I don't know, a lot of people have been throwing some numbers out there, but I would say like you would need at least 10,000 concurrent players of Bloodhunt for to send a message upstairs at Sharkmar Corporate to tell them like you need to get some devs back in here and get some ranked mode happening because we've got some steam organized. We've got some steam back into Bloodhunt. Let's get a ranked mode out there. So in terms of ranked mode, chances are right now towards no. But the ranked rewards, Tobias has said in the past, some maybe extremely difficult, challenging challenges might reward the best of the best with some ranked rewards. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We still don't know. Right now we've got some hints like this from Tobias. We've got some, or maybe does he mean like maybe like when he says gold, silver, bronze stuff, maybe he means like first, second, and third place. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with ranked rewards at all. Right now this is all speculation. This is all speculation. I would love to organize TDM tournaments, but I don't know how we could pair teams. Well, that's easy. Oh, no. I mean, there are two ways, did Dagwigwag. There are two ways to do that. One, you need, like, either you are setting it up so it's trios teams, or it could also be duos teams. And then you organize a specific point in time where you say, okay, everyone go, let's queue in together. You would not have necessarily a guarantee of having the teams square off against each other. You would have to basically kind of do it like we are doing our in-game tournaments so far, is just in a certain set of time that you would probably have to do it, or you lock it into a certain number of matches or something like that during a certain set of time. You could do that. The other option would be to maybe organize this in the private Bloodhunt server, where you would have only those teams and no one from the exterior could join in. So if you have an idea like that, a proposition like that, what I encourage you to do is, if ever a private server is something that you'd like to consider, maybe like have a little talk. Let's have a little DM conversation, and I can tell you what to do. But if ever there's people that want to do private server stuff, the main feedback that I have to give you from this is like, you have to be absolutely incredibly serious. You need to send Tobias, basically it is an organizational, like an event proposition with like a lot of data of what you want to do, details, time frames, and all of this, because it is not something that is lightly prepared on the private server. Okay, it's going to be select events that are going to be happening there, because it requires a lot of preparation in the background. So it's not everything that is going to be submitted to Tobias that is going to be accepted. Okay, there are a lot of rules behind it. I know a little bit of that, but yeah, that's another proposition. However, I think that every kind of incentive or event that is going to be happening on the live servers is going to be very appreciated, because it means more people in the queues, more people making the queues shorter, you know, all that sort of stuff, seeing more life into a specific queue at a specific amount of time, a specific date and time, you know, that's gonna be I guess much more favored unless you have a specific philosophy in mind. Anyways, sorry, we're not in the news right now. Let's talk about an actual tournament that is going to be happening today. That is going to be actually happening on the private server today. It is LauraK's charity Bloodhunt tournament. Yeah, so this is happening at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. So as of right now, it is going to be happening in less than 2 hours. Yeah, and this right now is this is a locked tournament, so because we need like again to be in the private server for Bloodhunt, you need a specific list of people that are going to be there, because there's some rules that need to be followed to make the whole thing work, because this one's going to be based in North America. Yes, so there's no open spots anymore. I've told you about the open spots for like 2 weeks and a half, I think, that there were some open spots. Now that all the spots have been closed. They've been closed this week, I think, like about Thursday or something like that. And it is it's a charity event. So many people that are going to be participating are going to be streaming in the Bloodhunt category on Twitch. Laura herself, let me just post her Twitch in here. Laura is also going to be like the main person that's going to be streaming, of course, because she's going to be organizing. But feel free to like visit any other participants' streams. If you want to join in, of course, that's going to be shared a lot during the event. But if you want to have it already, this is the fundraising page for the charity. If you're not going to be able to like give anything at that moment, like you can already you already have the link inside your hands. There's going to be a little bit more details about like the values of what exactly that means. Right now I'm just doing the news here for Bloodhunt, so I'm not going to go into details about that. So yeah, so it's going to be like a lot of those are Laura's circle of friends, but there's also people from the Bloodhunt community that have been added to that. I know there's some people of very high skill in the Bloodhunt community that have joined, but that have decided to, I know for a fact because I had a discussion with them yesterday, that they're going to handicap themselves a little bit. I think I might play down my gameplay as well. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be in it. Because a lot of Laura's friends have not necessarily been the most, how can I say? They haven't been playing Bloodhunt a lot. Some of them were streaming yesterday and their stream title was, I literally have no clue what I'm doing. So this might be more for funsies than anything, but in any case, I would, even if you're not going to be paying attention, I would say that, you know, if you're not going to be watching, at least please keep a tab open to have some viewership in the Bloodhunt category, some viewership inside at least Laura's stream for this. Just like even like going basic, like bare minimum. Viewership is appreciated. Donations are going to be even more appreciated. This is for the Covenant House Toronto. This is going to be like why we're fundraising, why it's going to be a charity. Yes, it's to help the homeless youth or youth that are being trafficked or at risk. So it's a very, very good cause. What is it? The prizes that are going to be in there. I did not know exactly what the prizes were, but they were shared on the on her Discord. It's basically the main mission, which is the charity function. They're giving out some t-shirts, bandanas, tote bags, sweater, sticker pack. There's going to be a ring light and stand that's going to be given. Laura is sponsored by Cosmic Candles. Like, that's one of her sponsors for her stream. There's a gift card of $15. And if ever you are Canadian and nearby Toronto, there is a gift card of the Haunted Walk of Toronto for 2023. And there's if winners are not able to get the Toronto-based gift card, then that's gonna be like sent on a giveaway. But yeah, basically these are the prizes for the people that are gonna participate. It's gonna be very lighthearted. It's gonna be very casual. But yeah, if you can join in less than like it's gonna be 3 p.m. so it's like in an hour 40 minutes from now. That's going to be very appreciated. Okay, enough about that. There's a few more updates. Oh, there you go. There's the fundraising page. Already $105 reach, and she's trying to reach $250. These are Canadian, by the way. So, yeah. Join in. You've got all of the stuff here. I'm gonna I don't know. I probably am going to stream, so I'm gonna go through all of this when that's going to be like live and happening. In terms of like updates that we got from the Discord, basically Tobias answering a few questions. Someone is asking like, where's the new sword if it's not in the armory? He says in Prague. You can find it in the entity loot crates, for example. But no, someone's asking, no, shouldn't it be in the weapon, the melee displays inside the armory, the firing range in the Elysium? And he says if we had continued the development, the sword would be there. So yeah, why aren't the new weapons in there? Because development. You're gonna start getting a lot of answers like that for a lot of questions for the people that don't necessarily know, or you don't necessarily know about game dev. It's like, why isn't this? A lot of the answers is because dev has stopped, unfortunately. There was some clarification about some PlayStation items. So, oh yes, hold on. We're gonna talk first about this one because this started the whole conversation. I've got it backwards. Goofy was saying, it sucks that I missed the oh dear free mask code that we got during the Christmas holidays. He was asking, is it going to ever return? Was it just for that time? Tobias says, we'll see if it makes a comeback. There are no plans for it currently. Going on this, Nevi asks, what about the Oni mask? I believe it's much more wanted and no reason for it to remain exclusive at this point. Now, I completely forgot to get it out there, but let me see if I can show it to you. I completely forgot to pull it out. Official art for the launch or early access. Do I still have it? Hold on, everyone. Nope, not this one. Sorry. Forgot. I forgot. Where is it? PlayStation. I've got so many files in here about Bloodhunt on my end. It's a little crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? So when I say sometimes that it takes me a while to get, there we go. This is the mask that we're talking about. Rare PlayStation mask, and also there's rare PlayStation outfits that were there. So he says, do you mean the exclusive one that came with the PS5 Founders Edition? He says, yes, exactly. Hold on, maybe it's like, there we go. Tobias says that particular item is PS5 Founders Edition exclusive won't be available anywhere else. Same thing goes for the Intel exclusive masks, eyewear, and outfit, for example. He's talking about the purple pain. That is PC only. So he says, maybe as a code, the Intel giveaway outfit has already been distributed as a code. I get it, it's a paid item, but so was Desert Rose, that you couldn't get unless you bought tokens in the early access battle pass, which is now obtainable by buying it with tokens that we got for free. Well, I mean, that's debatable that we got for free. ODMS should get the same treatment by logic. Tobias says, no new codes have been generated for the Intel items. It's the same item codes in rotation still. Basically meaning all the purple paint code outfits that are being distributed have all been generated in one time in the past, and that's it. There's none of them that are being generated. The Oni mask, he continues, the Oni mask was an exclusive item for the PS5 Founders Edition. There is a contract, aka legal reasons, for it to remain exclusive. The other items in the Founder Edition were non-exclusive, also available on other platforms in the Battle Pass. So, it's the same thing for the Purple Pain Intel code. There is a reason why it's only PC only, and there is a legal reason for that. I can tell you because there was an issue. I got a little bit more details about like what's happening in the background for that. And yes, there is an actual legal issue why you can't just decide, hey devs, can you please make it PC and PS5 available? No, is their contract. And he's saying basically it's the same thing for the things that are PS5 exclusive. Also, yes, the clarification here from Meriden says there are also 2 outfits that are exclusive to PlayStation and the Founders Edition. In addition, though technically not exclusive, it includes all the Halloween avatars and banners that were only exclusive for 1 day during the early access on PC, or in the case of Final Banner, for like an hour and a half before early access ended. This I can go into detail at some other point in time. Just to clarify, in case anyone with a PS5 goes and buys the Founders Edition, that is still available. You can still buy it, and gets upset that the mask isn't there. The mask was a part of a pre-order bonus only. It's still not included with the Founders Edition. There you go. There's a whole clarification about the whole situation for all of this. Film edit. Yes. Hold on. Just a second. Let me pull back the... Where is the Kindred challenge? I'm gonna answer this to you in a moment, okay? Just hold on for this. So these are all the updates that we got from the Discord this week. It's been a slow week, but then again, the beginning of July is always a slow week in terms of, like, you know, people in general. I have, like, in terms of people playing, in terms of people participating, in terms of, you know, just social media engagement. Like, a lot of people are just taking in the summer, at least especially in North America. There's been Canada Day. There's been Independence Day in the US. So there's a lot of people that have gone on vacation, some people that are taking some extra time off. So usually the beginning of July, and I think the rest of July, is usually a slow month. So people, if you're talking about numbers and stuff like that, like, don't worry, don't panic. It's still normal at this time of the year that some of that stuff happens. But as we're wrapping up the news part, stay in Film Edit, by the way. So yeah, Laura's tournament, in terms of like what's happening next, what can we expect now for the week? Well, the tournament is going to be happening in an hour and a half. Again, here's the link if ever you want to join into her channel to witness this. And if you're not going to be like doing anything, at least keep a tab up, please. That would be very much appreciated. Apart from that, we've got the quest the community quest event that's going on. We've got the Kindred challenge. We've got a Kindred challenge like for TDM that's going on for the entire weekend up until Monday. We've got the new Kindred challenge with the crossbow that's going to be going on for the rest of the week. And so far, that's what I got for now. As a reminder to everyone, the game currently is in our hands. We've got the teaser that's coming about things to come. We got probably another update towards the end of the month, which would be like, I'm gonna ask maybe in a couple of weeks if it's gonna be like something like the July 24th or July 31st. We're gonna see when the next update's gonna happen. But yeah, we've got the mysterious teaser that we got this morning. We're gonna see exactly what that means. But yeah, right now, as far as like how things go, how things are developing inside the community, about like this is all in our hands. It's the community. Community is the way forward. Right now, the community is driving the game. We've got a few things that the community that the community management for Bloodhunt can help us with all of this. But yeah, right now, the only reason that if ever the game dies, it's because we let it die. So please continue to play the game, have fun, help out, join in with other community incentives, but don't burn yourself out, please, on this. I know there's a lot of games. It's healthy to play other games other than Bloodhunt, but just, you know, don't let it drop, or else if you let it drop, then the whole game gets to drop, basically. So if you want to help out, raise a hand, send a DM to me. I might be redirecting you to the people in the community that are better suited for exactly what you're looking for. But that being said, if you are picking up on some details or maybe some interactions that you see that Tobias is doing on another stream, or I'm not, or you see some details that might be interesting, feel free to let me know. I've got my DMs open on all the social medias that you can find me in. So there you go. My socials are in there as well as you know, Twitch. I've been streaming a lot, and I'll answer all of you questions in chat in just a moment. I'll just finish the recording of the news part, but that's it for us here. People that are on Twitch, please stick around. I'll answer all those questions. Also, I'm going to be giving away, as usual, a purple pain combo code. Ooh, sorry, didn't need to hit the mic. A PC only purple pain combo code after I'm done with the recording. And as usual, please be kind to each other and please kind to yourself. Let's do this again. Please be kind to each other and be kind to yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.